Good morning. Good morning. My name's Rodney Glover. I am the candidate for governor for Florida, but definitely not without your support. But there are things that I do question. I do want to know how many people are in on the continuation of scamming us politically. I mean, I'm watching citizens advocate for candidates, but they never ask, how do you ensure that your candidate is going to make good on their word? They never ask, why do candidates need to debate each other when citizens are hiring them for the job? They never ask these candidates, hey, how are you going to secure the votes necessary to get what you're going to get across when we already know the rules? I get told, I do get told often that it's got to be harder than just signing a sheet of paper because no one's ever done it. Even though the rules say that you can change these rules and you can make it work for citizens. Article 11, Section 3 of Florida's Constitution gives us citizens the opportunity to change our trajectory. Do you think we'd be dealing with high gas prices if we had the right leadership in Florida's office right now? If we had the ability to hold those 28 individuals that we send up to the federal government accountable to the citizens? No, we would not. We would hold the power as citizens to say, when you vote on this, citizens are telling you how to vote on this. If you vote differently, we will remove you. That's the type of power. Now we can leverage education. We can leverage those experts who spend those years when you send your children to go to school to get economically educated. And they come back economists in our society and they start to tell us, hey, if we make these decisions, this is how it's going to affect us down the line. The alarm bells are sounding. How many people are in on this? How many news people aren't willing to ask those follow up questions because they're getting something in return that's aiding in perpetuating or helping continue to disenfranchise citizens, to misrepresent facts? How many people are in on this? Are you in on this? These are all the questions that go through my mind because I have presented something. I presented a campaign that is void of any corporate funding, that is void of asking you citizens for any funding. It only asks you to do what is in the rules that will allow you to get control of this state. And when you control your state, you have a lot of control of your federal level as well, because we send 28 members of our state to the federal government. All you have to do is go to glover2026.com and fill out a petition. The information is there. But when these candidates are raising millions of dollars, it is invigorating to people. It is something that they want to get behind and say, my candidates raise more money than your candidate. Neither. Your candidate's not going to help you just because they raise money. We don't even know why they were given $67 million. And I'm using that because the candidate did as currently raise about $67 million. We don't even know why they were given that money or how or what they have to do. What does it take? How much is it going to take for you? How much would it take for you to not do right by people? I mean, we're watching ourselves not ask questions. We're watching ourselves let our friends and family make decisions and not be able to explain themselves. If a candidate comes out, I keep saying this over and over again. If a candidate comes out and they tell you anything that they're going to be able to do, then you must ask them. You must ask this question. How am I going to make sure that I ensure that you make good on your word systematically? If 100.361 does not come out their mouth, as I'm going to make sure that under Florida statute 100.361, that if I don't make good on my word, you have access to fire me. If that's not the answer, then go find someone else. You guys have a great day.